Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Innovation in a Changing World with your host, me, Mrs. Inman. All right, today is lesson 6. We need a pencil, a mentor text, a highlighter, and some post-it notes. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Our focus today is I will be able to use the main idea and the key details to summarize a text. Okay, so if you turn to page 12 and 13 in your mentor text, we will get started with our first read. And you'll notice it says it's an argumentative text. An argumentative text. Let's find out all about it. I want you to look for the words turbine, resistant, conventional. Okay. So as you notice, this is the opinion page, it looks like, of the West Hillbury Herald. All right, so Bring Wind Farms to West Hillbury by Abigail Bain. Wind has been used as a source of power for centuries. With new technologies, we now have the ability to harness this power like never before. I think we should use it to improve West Hillbury. A wind turbine farm would be a great benefit to West Hillbury. Many of the town's older citizens might oppose the idea, but that's mainly because older people are resistant to new technologies. There are many good reasons to support bringing a wind turbine farm to West Hillbury. Building and maintaining the wind farms would create jobs for our community. Wind energy projects employed more than 101,000 people in 2016, according to a report from the U.S. government. The government also predicts that the wind energy industry will grow by 108% in the next 10 years. Investing in wind energy now will create jobs in West Hillbury for years to come. Bringing in new jobs is not the only way a wind farm would benefit our economy. Our town has a lot of wide open spaces and a lot of farmland that is going unused. We should use this land to make a profit. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, wind power plant owners paid landowners over $22 million to use their land for wind farms in 2015. This extra money can help our community by giving farmers an extra income source. Wind energy doesn't just make economic sense, it's also good for the environment. Conventional sources of energy can create pollution. Harnessing wind power has no such harmful effects. The Wind Vision report projects that wind power can reduce pollution by 14%. As a member of the West Hillbury community, I urge the people of our town to strike now while wind power is still a growing industry. The town government has expressed concerns about wind farms making our town unattractive, but leaders often focus on small details instead of the big picture. This decision would benefit our local economy and our environment for years to come. Okay, so take a look. I circled the word turbine on page 12. So a turbine is an engine that turns movement from wind, water, or steam into energy. Now, if you live locally and you've ever gone into Elk River, you see one wind turbine, don't you? Yes. So that's what a turbine is. It turns movement from wind, water, or steam into energy. Write that down. Sorry. Write that definition down. All right. Resistant. Now, as you can see, it says because older people are resistant to new technologies. I've highlighted the word oppose as a context clue to figure out what the word resistance means. Resistant means. So it means to oppose. Okay, it's against. Remember, ant, the noun suffix, person or thing that. And then we've got the word resist. It's against or approve. So it's a person that disapproves. And I just said that. So it's, and you have to see this picture too. It's a person or thing that is against something. So write that in your margin, the definition, and you can also write how I broke it up. Okay. Remember, you can always go back or pause. Conventional. Ooh, big word, right? So conventional is something usual or routine, very normal. So I have a chart here that says bedtime routine. This is maybe just one conventional bedtime routine. Eat a snack, clean up, get clothes, brush teeth, use the toilet, take a bath, read books, snuggle, and sleep. It's a lot of stuff to remember. But that's maybe a conventional bedtime routine. So it's talking about conventional sources of energy, usual sources of energy, routine sources of energy. Okay, so let me play this. Now, you do not have a copy of the nonfiction summary, but what I want you to do here is I want you to take a notebook, maybe your writing notebook even, and you can label topic. So the topic, your main idea is one sentence of what the passage is about. And then you can break it down into 3 details. So you could do 1, 2, 3, or if you like it better across your page, you can do that too. Just a key detail. And then put it all together and write the summary of the passage. All right, so let's watch the video.
Hi, today we're going to be talking about how to retell a nonfiction text. Remember, a nonfiction text is a text that gives us information or fact. When you look at a nonfiction text, you should always chunk it so it's not so big. You should also look for subtitles to help you with the main ideas of each paragraph. So when we are retelling a nonfiction text, you always want to start with the topic. What is it about? Then you talk about some details or facts that you found interesting or that were the most important. Then you can end with another detail or a question. The last thing you want to do when you retell a nonfiction text is think about why the text or the information given is important. Another way that you can keep track of what you're reading or help your brain a little bit more is by using a graphic organizer like the one below or a flow map. If you keep all of this in mind, you will be able to retell a nonfiction text the next time you read one.
Okay, so your graphic organizer is right there. It gives you, so you can rewrite that into your notebook. And then let's move on.
Hi. Today, we're going to be talking about how to retell a nonfiction text. Remember.
Oops. Okay, so I need to move myself, don't I? Somewhere where I'm not in the way. All right, so let's take a look at page 12, right? Yep, page 12. I'm going to go back over here. I know I'm all over the place, but let's take a look at page 12, okay? So that first paragraph is an opinion. And the way we know that that's an opinion is with the word I highlighted, the words I highlighted. I think. Well, right there we know, that's an opinion. Okay, so, and I have starred a wind turbine farm would be a great benefit. Oh, well, that is our main idea. It tells you right up front what your passage is about. So I put a wind farm would be a great benefit to West Hillbury. That's your main idea. That's what you completely wrote about in the article. One key detail is that new technology can harness power. And I underlined that. New technologies can harness this power to improve West Hilberry. Okay? New energy source will improve the community. And I also underlined improve West Hilberry, which is the community. That's key detail number 2. And then a wind farm would create jobs. So there you have 3 key details. Go ahead and underline those and highlight your main idea on page 12. Okay, so synthesize. We've heard that word. You take what you know, you take the details from the text, and you create new ideas. Okay? So, what is your opinion about wind farms? What's your opinion about wind farms? You're taking what you know about them and what the details say, and you're creating your new idea. Okay, take a look at page 13. Identify 3 details that support the main idea. West Hilberry should have multiple wind farms. And I want you to highlight your text evidence. Okay, we know what the main idea is. Now you're looking for 3 details to support West Hilberry should have multiple wind farms. That's your main idea. Pause and write those down and highlight your text evidence. Welcome back. All right, here we go. So we already have our main idea. West Hilberry should have multiple wind farms. One key detail is there's lots of unused farmland. Okay? I highlighted that. Wide open spaces and a lot of farmland that is going unused. Number 2, it helps the town's economy. Okay? I also highlighted that. Extra money can help our community. It makes economic sense. And the 3rd detail is that it reduces pollution. So those are 3 details to support that main idea. I hope you got it. All right, so I'll be able to use the main idea and key details to summarize a text. You're a 4, a 3, a 2, or a 1. Write it in your mentor text, and I will see you again Friday.